Hey, what's up guys, Benny here and welcome to Xbox On. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the best games of 2020 because there have been some incredible ones that you're definitely going to want to play on the brand new Xbox Series S or Series X. And let us know what your favorite game is of the year down in the comments below.
Arguably the most iconic game of 2020, Among Us is as great a friendship builder as it is destroyer, and what with its recent surprise arrival to Xbox Game Pass for PC and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, is anyone truly safe? No, they're not. Complete simple tasks aboard your ship with your crew in preparation for launch, but beware, imposters lurk in the ranks determined to sabotage and wipe out all who remain. You must use your powers of deduction or poker face to sniff out the imposters, or if you happen to be the plucky trickster, cast doubt in your crewmates' minds as to who the real villain is. Among Us is a brilliant title where no two games are the same and a perfect one to play with friends, especially those who you never trusted in the first place.
Call of Duty titles are always a talking point each year, but the release of Warzone back in March not only had them talking, but also skydiving, parachuting, regular shooting, and more, with the hopes of getting that glorious win. The free-to-play Battle Royale set within the Call of Duty Modern Warfare universe continues to draw huge FPS multiplayer crowds in, with up to 150 players battling it out across Verdansk. Warzone's diverse and stunning map, made to look even more stunning on Xbox Series X and S. Add in frequent updates, a mouth-watering battle pass rotation, and more weapon customizations than ever, and voila, you've got one of the best Battle Royale experiences on the market.
If you're gonna round off a year in style, then it needs to be a CD Projekt Red title, am I right? Cyberpunk 2077 is the colossal open-world action-adventure title that feels like the whole world has been sucked in by. Travel through Night City's sprawling streets in search of a very special kind of implant with danger and adventure around every corner. Customize your own backstory and forge your future. Befriend or behead gang members, personalize your ride, and work your way to the top in a title truly like no other. And don't forget, as well as 2020 being the year we got to finally play on the game, there was also the absolutely stunning Cyberpunk 2077 limited edition Xbox One X and controller. Let us know down in the comments if you were lucky enough to get your hands on one.
Have you ever tried to be a bit more Viking? It's surprisingly difficult and fairly dangerous. That's why it's so much better to let Ivor do the hard work, as you take control of their life within the Raven clan throughout Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Stunningly beautiful 4K and 60 FPS gameplay via the Xbox Series X means this diverse world spanning both England and Norway feels alive and rich with almost too much to see and explore. Raid settlements, grow alliances, stab a few people with your cheeky hidden blade, and remind yourself why Assassin's Creed has never been better.
If you're looking to put 2020's frustrations behind you, then I can say from personal experience that repeatedly punching, lasering, stomping, and blasting demons straight back down to hell is the ultimate digital stress ball. 100% Xbox On approved. And to do this, you'll need Doom Eternal, available via Xbox Game Pass with HDR support. Continue your mission as the Doom Slayer to save the world one bloody kill at a time with a gameplay experience like no other. Just remember that someone does have to clean up after you, even in another dimension, probably.
Taking to the skies this year, we had Microsoft Flight Simulator, available as part of Xbox Game Pass for PC, and also coming to Xbox consoles. Scoring a whopping 91 on Metacritic, Microsoft Flight Simulator is the ultimate virtual aviation experience, rendering data from Bing Maps in 3D from across the entire planet down to a stunning level of detail. The dev team are also releasing regular world updates to really show off, well, the world, focusing on Asia and the USA through to the upcoming UK update, not to mention the fact that VR support is also coming too. Anything from jets to biplanes can be flown with both basic and realistic settings, meaning anyone can get behind the controls to explore our planet like never before. Just don't miss the runway.
India 909, you are approaching far too quickly. We need you to pull up and go around.
Brake! No, not the yoke, Benny! Legs!
This isn't why do I do this?
You may have seen us get a little excited during the Destiny 2 Beyond Light launch stream, but I mean, can you blame us? Destiny 2 has been going strong for years now, and the major expansion Beyond Light arrived on release day to Xbox Game Pass. Optimized for the Xbox Series X and S, Beyond Light looks simply incredible and brings to the table a new elemental power called Stasis. These frost-based attacks bring a whole new dimension to the game, along with Beyond Light's new storyline, destinations, weapons, and more. Destiny 2 is already such an incredible world to explore, and it just got a little better in 2020.
If speed has been your thing this year, then look no further than F1 2020, which rocked a stellar 91 rating on Metacritic. Available on the Series S and X in stunning 4K detail, F1 2020 built heavily on last year's success. New to the game were the Circuit Zandvoort and Hanoi Street Circuit, both new additions to the Real World Championship, which were unfortunately cancelled, meaning this was your only way to actually experience them. Add to that new casual race options, 10-year career mode, and a fully licensed 2020 championship, and you have a recipe for the perfect F1 experience.
Ori returned this year. Yep, it feels like the start of 2020 was actually about 7 years ago, for another adventure in Ori and the Will of the Wisps. And for owner of both an Xbox One X or Xbox Series X or S, it's not one to be missed. Full optimizations on the new consoles mean that this already stunning visual experience is now available at 4K 120fps on the Xbox Series X, providing a platforming experience with unparalleled smoothness and response. The story is as emotional and moving as ever, with a dynamic world that will challenge both your tactical and technical skills to navigate it. I could go on forever about this wonderful little game, but it is the true definition of a title that can't be explained, only experienced.
It's also been a great year for timeless classics gracing our Xbox consoles, with Yakuza 0 making its long-anticipated arrival to Xbox Game Pass back in February. As a Japanese franchise, this classic has been expertly localized for the Western audience, so that the story is as gripping, funny, and intense as its celebrated Japanese version. Explore the Japan of the 1980s, getting stuck into some satisfying hand-to-hand combat, and even stopping at an arcade or two for some downtime. Yakuza 0 is perfect for anyone looking for a slightly different feel to their open-world adventures.
If Yakuza 0 wasn't enough hard-hitting, wacky action for you, then 2020's latest offering in Yakuza Like a Dragon may have been the perfect next step. Released last month and optimized for the Xbox Series X and S, Yakuza Like a Dragon takes you to Yokohama in the shoes of low-ranking Yakuza grunt Ichiban Kasuga. You'll work your way through the ranks by switching through careers, ranging from a musician to bodyguard, to raise funds and build up your arsenal of weapons and abilities. Don't forget to try some of the brand new minigames as well, which are as awesome as ever. I definitely recommend the dragon karting. I mean, how else are you going to explore Japan?
More nostalgia of the best kind next, with September bringing with it the perfect bundle in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 Plus 2, beautifully rebuilt from the ground up in beautiful HD for the Xbox One X and Xbox Series S and X. With HDR support, you can experience all the classic modes from back in the day, with new pro roster skaters joining the lineup, enhanced and improved creation tools for Creator Park and Creator Skater, plus new local and multiplayer modes for those that like to compete. Oh, and that soundtrack, it's still as great as ever.
Is it even a best of year list without a top tier post-apocalyptic RPG in there? No, it's not, which is why Wasteland 3 has more than earned its spot for 2020. Available on both Xbox Game Pass for PC and console, Wasteland 3 puts you in the boots of a desert ranger exploring the frozen wastes of Colorado. If you get a kick out of building bases, training recruits, gearing up your vehicles, and decimating any trouble that comes your way, then this will be the one to see you through to the new year.
Even in 2020, I wouldn't recommend stepping foot inside of a hospital in 2 Point Country. I would, however, recommend downloading 2 Point Hospital via Xbox Game Pass for PC and console and running one yourself because it's incredibly fun. Design amazing hospitals and cure the locals' unusual afflictions using a whole host of wacky treatments and facilities. Unlock tons of new content as you progress and manage temperamental staff on your way to medical greatness. The Xbox Game Pass version now includes access to the Bigfoot and Pebblery Island DLC, so what are you waiting for? Get treating.
Tell Me Why, not just an iconic Backstreet Boys lyric, but also the title of Don't Nod Entertainment's 2020 narrative-driven adventure that I'm still not quite sure we've gotten over. Story is everything in Tell Me Why, where you follow the journey of twin siblings Tyler and Allison Ronan as they return in adulthood to sell their childhood home in Alaska. As they unravel the truth of their troubled childhoods, your decisions will determine the strength of their bond and shape the course of the breathtaking events that follow. Dive into all 3 chapters on Xbox or PC via Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
Minecraft Dungeons has become our go-to dungeon crawler for this year for so many reasons. Available via Xbox Game Pass for PC and console, Minecraft Dungeons is the ultimate action-packed adventure for the whole family. We've been battling through waves of mobs, collecting unique armor, weapons, and treasure along the way. There are brutal bosses in stunning 4K across a wide range of level biomes, each procedurally generated so no 2 runs are the same. Crossplay is also available now, so you can team up with up to 3 friends across multiple platforms and slay together. The game is constantly receiving updates like the latest Howling Peaks DLC, and to top it all off, Xbox Game Pass subscribers get a discount on the Hero Pass, giving you access to both the Jungle Awakens and Creeping Winter DLC, as well as Hero Cape, 2-player skins, and a chicken pet. A chicken pet, guys, come on!
2020 was the time to get tactical, but don't worry, those tactics still involve blowing the heads of wretches. Gears tactics to be precise. Originally released for Windows 10 and Xbox Game Pass for PC, but now available on the console library too, the latest version is optimized for the Xbox Series X and S. It's a frantically fast-paced turn-based strategy title set within the Gears of War universe. Fight, rescue, and build your troops to take on tougher and tougher enemies, outfitting them before battle with loot that you find on your journey. Gameplay is designed to strain even the most tactically minded out there, leading to hours of strategic fun with a deep woven narrative for Gears lore fans to sink their teeth into. What's not to love?
So that's our picks for the best Xbox games of 2020. Now, there were so many more that came out, but obviously, if we'd included everything, we'd be here until this time next year. So let us know which are your favorite Xbox titles of the year and why down in the comments. Smash that like button and remember to subscribe for more Xbox goodness, and we'll see you next time.